to Emily A to Z. Today is a Stitchy Sunday video, and today I'm just going to show you my WIPs. I have like 9. We'll see if I can do this. Please ignore that I am obviously in sweats. It is freezing here. I'm cold. I'm on a bouncy ball. Hopefully I don't fall off. Let's let's do this Stitchy Sunday episode. So first off, because you can already see it, and it's on my like stand, and I don't want to take it off. This is my Storybook Halloween. This is a Halloween stitch along from 2021, designed by Stitchonomy, and this is where we're at. Prior to 2025, all of this was done. I just started this, which you will have known if you watched my Stitch With Me, my WIP Wednesday Stitch With Me video. So that is this. So now we're gonna slide this beauty out of the way. Oh gosh, there's just WIPs everywhere on this cart. This is my Stitchy cart. How do I navigate this mess? That's the bag for that project. Okay, we've got this. Ooh, okay, cool, you can't see. This is, this is my hands-on design. This is the Year in Chalk series. This one is January, so Let It Snow. I want to do all of them. I've already done November. I did them kind of like out of order. And this one is crooked. It's crooked in the frame. It's not actually crooked on the fabric because I put it in my Q-Snap Weird. So yeah, there's November. Thankful and grateful that I did in 2020. And then I have not touched the other ones. That's hilarious. I don't even have a needle minder on this project. This is as far as I have gotten in a couple years. I started this in like 2024. Did I start this in January last year and I didn't touch it, or did I start it in 2023? No idea, but this is as far as we've gotten, and I really should take the Q-Snap off and restructure it because this is silly. Why am I stitching on it crooked? What is this fabric called? This fabric is called like slate or chalkboard. I don't think it's the called for fabric, but it's very similar, and I'm realizing that I need to move it from how I've been storing it because part of it has gotten sun bleached because it's been sitting facing this window. Whoops, that's on me. That is totally my bad that it has gotten sun damage. That's on me. I need to take better care of my WIPs. It's been sitting for a year. That is 100% my fault because I just broke the bag. What just happened? I am not meant to do this today. I just broke. What? How do... this is so silly. I fixed it. What a day. You're gonna hear Caden in the background. He is making himself lunch. He's making himself a sandwich. Okay, moving on. I've just got WIPs everywhere, and I'm gonna end up with a pile of WIPs. Okay, because it's on top. We have Letters from Hogwarts. Upside down. Letters from Hogwarts. This is by Cunning Cross Stitch, Stuart Cunningham. And I'm so close. I am so close. I just need to finish it. It's just this block. This is the only thing that's left. I'm so close. And I'm doing the Care of Magical Creatures class, so this will have Hagrid's hut and an animal, and I believe I chose to do the unicorn because this is going to my niece on my sister's side. And it's going to, yep, we're not gonna talk about how old it is. I started it before she was born, and she's 4 now, which is great. Okay, let's move this out of the way. I have like a hanging folder file system that holds patterns so that they don't get lost or bent. I have an empty bag. I have a box. That's an unstarted WIP. This holds a WIP. I know that this does. This is in a project bag that my mother-in-law gave me. This is my peacock biscornu that I also have not touched in a year, but is not weather bleached because I was smart and put it in a bag. But this is what it is. I chose to do this like baby blue, sky blue fabric. I wanted it to be like the same like color as basically this, but it's looking really good. I actually really like this WIP. I like this fabric. This is a fun like linen. I have the bag with all of the floss and the beads. This is 28 count ice blue cashel linen. There we go. So this is one side of the pattern, and then the other side will go on the matching fabric. And then I will attempt to put it together. It's sad, it's kind of sad to see because I have not touched some of these in like over a year because I was having all of those hand issues last year and just stitching was painful. I mean, I'm still taking it easy, but my hand has been so much better. You're good, buddy. Has been so much better. I've been doing like exercises, grip exercises, so that way my hands don't hurt as much. Ugh. Woo! So that's been fun. Drink break. I'm cheating and using my husband's creamer because I just need a break from the aspartame. I have a Woobles kit. This is a learn to crochet kit to make Howard the Yeti. I also have not touched this in a year. I started it. I was like, can I pull it out? The wee woobly bits. Fluff. Do I have? Yes. Don't laugh. You can laugh. This is how far I made it. I have no clue what I'm doing, but this is as far as I made it. I would like to go back and finish him one day, but I fear that I have no idea what I'm doing because it's been a year since I even began, and I was struggling a lot, and I don't know if it's because I'm left-handed. I was struggling, but I just couldn't get the like, I know part of it's just learning. I was really struggling with like the hand motions, the movements. The instructions are great. They do walk you through it 100%. I just really struggled. Again, I don't know if it's because left-handed, because of my brain. I don't know, but I was struggling. Okay, down here we've got quite a few WIPs as well. This is all the fabric. Hey, that's a finished. What's in here? Ooh, I think this is for my oldest WIP, which I don't know where that's at currently. I am not prepared for this. This is not a WIP. This is also a dusty WIP. This is a kit. This is something I plan to start. It's a banner. You're just seeing my shame. All this is shame of things that I have forgotten or ignored or left. I'm awful. But I do have this. This is something this is Cathedral Woods Goddess by Nora Corbett. My Mirabilia. This is on an unnamed linen from Stitchy. It's a huge fabric, I know, like it's really wide. I don't care. I love this. I think she is gorgeous. I love her. She is complicated. I bead and do cry neck as I go. I don't wait and save it for the end because I know that I know I won't go back. I won't do it. I won't go back and do it. There are some like holes here because there is another fabric there is a thread that goes there or a different shade of cry neck that something goes there and I don't remember what. I started in the middle because I thought that would be easiest and it's just a crap ton of cry neck right in the middle of her dress. I mean, it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I love the palette. The colors are gorgeous. It's just a lot, but I do think she will, when I finish, will be stunning on this fabric. It's looking more tan on the camera, but in real life, it's much more of like a salmony. It's more orange, melony, salmony. It's more orangey, and I just think she's gonna really pop on this. And I do plan on doing the skin 1/1 because the other Nora Corbett that I did do was a fairy that I made. I made the Thistle Fairy a couple years ago, and I did the skin 1/1, and I adored the look of it. It is a pain, but it's so beautiful. I really think the final look is worth the effort. I do want to put some work on her this year. We'll see. It's kind of a mess right now. It's a little convoluted. I've got threads everywhere. I don't know why I have threads, not multiple, but I have like a loose thread. This is on like what, a 32 or 36. It's beautiful though. She's gorgeous. I know beads go over here. Because I was beading whatever color I used for beading is very similar to this, at least one of the colors in this. It's so that way if you see the thread through the bead, it doesn't look out of place. And I just went through the bead once. I did not try and make a full X through the bead because it just becomes too complicated. But hey, that's my washing machine if you hear that. I love her. That's all the WIPs on the bottom part of the cart. I've got like bags here, but there's nothing in them currently. This one is holding, you can't see it's off camera. One of them is holding like excess project bags and like tools and some extra floss for projects. This one back here is holding something. I think it's holding a WIP that I have DNF'd though. Yes, it is. It's holding the Christmas truck ornaments, which was a dimensions kit on like canvas. Because it was too fiddly and I just didn't want to work on them anymore. I have no more interest in working on them. I did half of it. I've done two. I've done 2 of the 4, and this is where I got to this one. I might come back to it eventually. I think I burned myself out. I tried to do too many and it just became like too much. Working on canvas is fiddly and it doesn't bend or flex like fabric does. So when you want to finish something, you kind of have to do like what all of this is, where sometimes like I brought the string to the front, like this one, I'm done with this thread. It's hard to go back and get it to tuck underneath. So I have to bring it to the front and then hope that I will stitch over it with other colors. And it's real annoying, but I think eventually I'll come back to it. I just have no desire right now. And that's okay. So this is not an active WIP this year. I don't believe it is on my WIP list. It's in hibernation, if you will. Yes, I don't have any other WIPs on this cart, but I do have other WIPs to show you. I've got, ugh. My oldest WIP that I took off the Q snap. Oh, gosh, like what is happening? Or I took off the roller frame because I wanted to use the roller frame. It's so close to being done as well, but I don't like it anymore. This was charted as like monochromatic, and of course I was like, no, it needs other colors. And then I picked colors myself, and now that it's like coming close to being done, I'm not necessarily a fan of some of the colors that I chose. But hopefully this guy will get finished this year. We'll see. We will see. But for now, we're just gonna let it roll back up. I had it on a scroll frame and then it wasn't being stitched on, and I wanted to use the scroll frame, so I took it off. This guy's hiding back here. This is also a Stitch On Me Halloween stitch along. Is this 2022? I think. This is Cabinet of Curiosities. This is what I started stitching on that got me back into stitching last year. So this holds a very special place in my heart right now. I chose it to work on because it's small sections. It's a self-contained little motif, right? Or it's like easy bulk stitching, so I don't have to change the needle a lot. If I wanted to work on the black, I could just load my needle and keep going instead of, you know, trying to split the threads and thread the needle and do all of that. Like I just said, I'm repeating myself. Or I could just work on these self-contained motifs. So that was like how I got back into stitching, was I would just work on, I'm just gonna work on this motif and just see what I can do. And that was really helpful because then I saw progress and it made me feel like I was accomplishing stuff again, which I was. So this was great. When I worked on it last year, this guy was done. So then by the end of last year, I had put in the spider web, these like mounted skulls, the brain in the jar, and then I had started on the mushrooms in like December. I took this with us when we went to Colorado to work on sometimes, and I did. I like this WIP a lot. And then 2 more, and I think I'm done. I don't know how many that is. Have you been counting? Because I haven't. This is my newest WIP. This is a black work piece. This is the Steady Thread. That's the company. This is the 2025 year-long black work Sal, designed by the Steady Thread. I am in the Facebook group, and so if you're in the Facebook group, the patterns are for free. She's releasing them like weekly, and they can also be found on the website, but I think it will redirect you to join the Facebook post or the Facebook group. So this is my first real black work piece. I've done back stitching, of course, and I love the look of black work, so I really wanted to try one. And why not try one that's free instead of purchasing one? Like, I can try it, and so far I really enjoyed it. I did this in one night. Like, I feel like it doesn't look like that much, but like it is. I did this in one evening, and I just really like it. I'm doing the fancy corners version is what this particular design is called. I had originally picked like a linen, and then I was like, I think linen is going to be too difficult to do for my very first black work. So I actually chose, this is an 18 count Aida. It's called like marble. It's printed, like the back is just white. So it is printed. I just thought the marble is gonna look really nice with the fancy corners aspect. And like this all has like a design in each of the corners. And I picked my own colors. That's like the thing too, is she doesn't tell you what colors to choose. You pick your own colors. So I have 5 different colors, and I originally picked like all shades of blue when I thought I was gonna be working on like a mulberry colored linen. And then I changed my mind, went to this marble Aida. So then I changed my colors completely. And now I have this like darker jewel tone palette. So I've got this beautiful dark green. I have a purple, I have a dark blue, I have like a darker pink, and I have like a darker toned brownish orange because I wanted those darker palettes. So I'm really excited for how it's gonna look. All of the border is going to be in the dark green. Each of the corners are going to be one of the 4 other colors that I chose. And then there are 48 something different circles, and you fill them in with a different pattern that gets released each week. And each one of those is going to be one of the different colors. I'm still working on how I want to lay that out, but I saw someone that kind of did like a circular design. So it was like this, the innermost was one color, and then the outermost, and it just kind of kept expanding, and I really liked the look of that. So I think that's where I'm going, but that's that. And then the final one is the baby Afghan that I am making for our other niece on my husband's side. If you are happening to watch this, Rachel, and you don't want to see the progress, look away. I don't expect you to be here because it's a Stitchy video, but if you're here and you want to be surprised, I'm gonna hold it up. So stop watching. Everyone else, here we go. I don't want to take the Q-snap off though. I showed it recently enough in December. This is what I've been working on. I've got 7 blocks done. 6 or 7 of the blocks done. This is the uppermost corner. It's very cute. Yeah, 1, 2. The whole top row is done. So that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this is block 7. So yeah, this is the block I'm currently on. It's got a little clown like doll and like blocks. I did not do this on purpose. The block here is charted to be an E, which I love because that's obviously my initial. So it's almost like I get to have like, there's a part of me on here. And I'm excited to stitch this. I have not been in as much of a rush to finish this one because I want this one to be loved, but obviously you're not gonna give a blanket to a baby. So I haven't been in like as big a rush. I'm kind of hoping to get it done though soon. I would like to get it done this year so that way I can gift it to them and hopefully our niece can start using it. That would be the best. But that's that. And that's my WIPs. No, I did do 7 because there's a sneaky one down here. I forgot. I skipped around because I didn't want to do a big block. So this is block number 8 of like 24 or 28. There's still a lot to go, but one of my like Stitchy goals has been just trying to do like 30 minutes a day. I don't do it every day, but I do try and do 30 minutes a day. And this has been the piece that I have been grabbing to do. This is what I did in 30 minutes. This is what I did one night. a little bit more than 30 minutes. But so I spent 30, I've grabbed, when I'm like, okay, I'm gonna sit down and stitch, I'm gonna do 30 minutes a day, I've been grabbing this piece. So, other than when I also did my stitch with me. But that's that. Those are my WIPs. How many did I show? How many are in this pile here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. Did I only show 8? 9. So I was right. My count was correct. Now I got to put all of this back. But that's that for me. Thank you for watching, and we'll be back soon with another episode for Stitchy Sunday. Be easy with your heart.